Okay, now this is not right. This is all wrong. I don't even see myself on the screen. I'm going to make my screen larger, and I see 20 different pictures of me, so something's got to be wrong. This has all got to be wrong. This has all got to be wrong. This is not good. Whatever's happening here is not good. I'm just doing a test right now. This is a test only. This is a test only. Okay, Portal main live stream. So let me see how this works. Live. No, there's too much for you. No, I got too many screens on here. How do I get rid of all these screens? I didn't have them last night. Too many screens. I'm taking off. There's something that's not right. I have to look this up. I have too many screens on my live on TikTok. How do I fix it? Display capture. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Select the capture cursor. Okay, cancel that. Camera, image. What is that? Oh boy, cancel this. There's just too much happening here. There's too much. I can't see myself. It shows my phone here, and I don't want that there. And it's just live, and then it shows 20 pictures. Look what it's showing me. Can somebody tell me how to fix that? Can somebody tell me how to fix that? Something definitely wrong. Gameplay 1. So let me see. Gameplay 1. Oh, this looks good for me. Okay, gameplay 1. Okay, so let me see if I can now make this a little bit smaller. No, not that's a little bit too small. Still trying to set up my camera here. So let me see. This is screen. This is live. This is for you. Okay, I just like the screen. There's too many cameras out here. Vroom vroom. So is anybody real out here just waving? I see go go boo boo. Do you want to know what you're here for? What you're gonna watch? I have to see where are my comments. Comments, live chat, live bells. Add source 5 of 20. What is 5 of 20? Let me see what this is over here. Game capture, no. Image, let me see what the image is. Let me see that. Is that just that? Let me see. No, I don't want to do that. Just give me a second. Camera, image, alert, goal, camera, display, image. Where's the comments? For any comments. First of all, I don't even know if anybody's here. Wow, is this really confusing? So sorry about that. Give me a couple of more minutes to figure this out. Oh, chat box. Let me see what happens here when I press it. Chat box. Okay, here. Okay, so I got a chat box over here. Okay, whoop, now it disappeared. Where's that chat box? Okay, the chat box is over here, right? So I can, if I press apply, what does it mean apply? General appearance. General, and I go apply and the box disappears. So let me see now, this disappears. So yeah, I guess I'm a little bit lost here with this. Sorry that you're spending your time, whoever's here right now, and I don't even see, I got chat box. Oh, okay, chat box. Okay, here, and then I can't even, what do I have to do? Let me do this again. Let me go lock, and then chat box. And then I put that here, and then I apply it. And then it disappears. So I'm really confused. Really confused about how this works. hides the source. Okay, chat box. Let me see what it says. Blah blah blah. Quality chat. The minute I apply it, right, it disappears. So can I chat? Chat box will be showing viewers' comments during your live appearance. So yeah, it seems to disappear. So I have no idea what I'm doing here. This is not fun. So if somebody wants to ask questions, hey Ernest, how you doing? I got to do a live. I've never done. Well, I have. I did one yesterday. It's good to know somebody's real, but I'm really, really extremely confused when it shows me to have my chat box. So I click on chat box settings, and then it says bottom left, bottom right. I said bottom right is good, and then chat box will be shown when your viewers comment during your live, and when I go to apply it, right, it just disappears on me. So I don't know what's happening. Alerts, I don't know. So can I just go on if somebody wants to say something? How do we get in contact with each other? This is edit view, portraits. What is portrait? Gameplay. Let me see what this gameplay is. Alerts, goal, display capture. What's that? Display capture. Yeah, that's okay. Camera, image, alert, chat box. You know what? I'm just going to put the chat box up, and then when I put it up, I can't click it. Just give me a second. Yet, I seem like a real dorky, but anyways, I'm going to just continue on and see if I can, what does this go back here? So I can't press anything. Okay, chat box is here. What is this to go back? Okay, I don't know what I went back to. Okay, so now, yeah, okay, so now I can comment. I have no idea what it is. Now I can just, I think I can, oh yes, got the chat box out here. Gonna see if I can extend that chat box. Yes, I could, just a little bit bigger. And hey, I see everybody's out here. Very good. Okay, great. Now I'm a little confused because you know what? I spent so much time trying to figure this out. I'm not sure where I'm gonna start. First, I gotta shut my door a little bit. Can you the chat? Chat? Like that? Okay, so now I already know where I am, that whoever shows that they're there and might try to talk to me, I don't know who's real. Since this is a new day and this is a new platform for me, I'm a little bit nervous. Although if you want to know, I'm Mr. Taxpans, you can look me up. I have about 10 or 12,000 videos and thousands of pictures all over the web. Okay. A little bit out to lunch and some of my work from the earlier days. I like to usually wear a hat. You know, it keeps my thoughts in my head, and now my picture's coming out blurry. Let me fix this. Let me fix this blurry picture. I don't like blurry pictures. Can I see? No, I can read, but I can't see. Can you chat? I can chat. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Okay, thank you, Ernest. Thank you. Okay. 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 So first, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an inside scoop, right? We don't like that light in the kitchen because it's just blurring us out, right? If we're going to look at anything, let's take a look and let's say, why is this place like this, right? Why? Right? I'm going to keep it like that. Hey, pretty. Wait. This is the best girl. This is my favorite girl. Say hello. Say hello. Give me a kiss. Okay, cookie time. 1 second. Where's those cookies? Where's those cookies? I don't know where the cookies are. I shouldn't have mentioned them. I'll give them to you later. Okay, so we can look up there. Um, I have this little light here, which is going to give you a little bit of a show what's going on here. And you can see, right? There's my orange pumpkin for the scary nights of Pluto. Pluto and Mars are connected together. As you can see, what looks like another brick and the formation of the way the bricks, right, are actually saying high Q inside those bricks. Well, this light just went out. Those bricks say high Q because if you design the H, the I, the 2, and the 5, right, they're going to create those bricks. We're not going to get into that right now. Then I got a whole bunch of other things up there on the wall. There's the mouse. And then if we take a little bit of a look downsy, right, on the floor. This is just from a game, the game of roulette. The game of roulette. This one over here, I didn't do it the same way. There's a few errors, but you can see, right? You can see, hold on a second. You can see the Y and the X. So it's X, Y, X, Y. And when that repeats again, that row is finished. It's 3, A, B, C, all the way down to 34, 35, and 36. When it gets repeated at 36, number 1, 3 by 12, 36, it's going to be 1 yard. Number 2, what happens going down 36 is when you reach this area here, okay, with the Y and the X, it repeats here when the area 1, 2, 3 join with 34, 35, 36. So the thing about what is 36, it's your first formation. Now we have to understand our ABCs. What is ABC? What is 1, 2, 3? What happens to 1, 2, 3? What are numbers all about? What is it about the formation or about this crazy thing that's been going on for years about ABC? So should I begin with ABC, right? Should I begin with ABC? I'm going to show you ABC. And if you just think it's child's play, all of this, well, guess what? We're the children of the Creator. We are the extra hands. We are the GBs, the gigabytes. We are the fleshy robotics that every time I breathe into my soul, every time I breathe into my soul, I fire up, connecting that spirit. And now my conscience is connected in my zone. If you had to go out and create something to help you on an island, so you create fire, and with the fire you can cook your food, and with the water you can wash your hands, you can have fish go in the water and swim in the water. Well, just like all of these elements, right, it's all part of that life, circle of life. You need all these things, and who we are is the same thing. We're just an extension of the one that created us. And why do I believe that one created us? Well, you're going to see that over a period of time that you might be, that you want to stay here on the channel to see how is it possible that the story I will tell you, I will explain to you. How is it possible that the language I'm going to use, which is going to be English and French and a little bit, a touch of Spanish, maybe a little bit of Hebrew, maybe a little bit of German, and even slang languages, even where people say things and it comes off their tongue a little bit different, or where in North America we say the apartment in some areas, and in other areas we're saying the square, where why the toilet turns this way when the water goes down and why it goes this way, where everything connects. And over time you're going to say to yourself, hey, how's that possible that the language, the English language at the end, numerically tells this story? Because it's going to be a true story that it's going to tell for the book that's of everything we've ever done in our life. And it's all going to be based on everything that you're 100% sure of. And now you don't have to be sure of it, but I'm going to ask you a big question. Do we see the number 1 here? Do we see the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? But you also hear it. So if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, No sound? Can you hear me? Let me check. So, you know what? I lose myself sometimes. Now that I spoke and I got interrupted. Okay, I have to check my have to see if there's any sound on my am I coming? Is there sound? How do I know? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you, Ernest. One live. Okay, you can hear. Okay, good. Now I don't even remember what I was talking about, and I'm not very happy about that. I know I was talking about ABCs. Yes, the reality is for me and you, or most of us, we're going to mark one this way. Sometimes we might mark one this way. If you are from the Mayans, you're going to put 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dots, and then at 5 dots, you're going to put a line. So we know that if we're working with the Mayans, so I'm going to use one of their rules and regulations, dot, 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 line, dot, 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 line. So I know when I'm working at the Mayans, and I also know with the Mayans that they run on this schedule of in their clock of 13 and 7, and 13 is 1 and 3 is 4. We have to understand that all the hidden um, truth is within the actuality that's in front of us. If I see a 1 and a 3, I might say 31. I'm a child of God. I don't know yet. I'm telling you everything that I see. So I might see 13. I might see 31. I might see 1/3. Now I talk to myself and I talk to myself and I go, so what is it about the ABC? And so I take a look at this cube over here, and I like to call it Kaaba. And I see that 1 dot. And I know no matter what, the 1 dot is always in the center. The 1 dot is always in the center. And if you take a look at this cube on this angle here, you're going to see a 1 dot here, a 1 dot here, and a 1 dot there. These three, 1, 3, and 5. Did you know that if I wrote down 1, 3, and 5, here's what we get. A, C, E. That's what we get, and it says ace. That's too ironic. When I write down the word sun, I have the 19th, the 21st, and the 14th letter. I'm going to get back to ABC in a minute, but let me tell you one thing, there's a complete tail on this, right? You know what I'm saying is that there's roots and there's branches and there's leaves and there's all kinds of stuff going on when you're looking at the alphabet. You can say this. How do you spell A? Well, instead of just saying it A, we understand how we can acknowledge letters, like letters in the family, like A and H, what it sounds like, right? And we can also say K, what it sounds like, or J, what it sounds like, and then R, what it sounds like. We also know it's a soft R, it's a hard J, it's a hard K, it's a hard A, and it's a hard H. But in this instance, A becomes before the H within the word. But because we don't all spell them the same, we said A was 1. And there's other languages or other places in the world that might see A differently. If I realign the alphabet, I will put A over here. It'll be A6Z31 when you constitute A into the center of 36. There's also something else going on here I'll discuss a little bit later, where when we end up with 9, right? When we end up with 9 in this situation, we end up with 8 on the outside and 1 in the center, means 1 is valued at itself plus all 8. The heavens of 1. Ha ha ha. Okay, we're just going to leave it at that, not to say that Venus is number 81. And not to say to create it, that 99 will both create 18 and 81. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7 creates the gateway within 1. So we have AC here, and we have 1 and 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. We have the U, which is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. And we have the N, the 14th letter. 1 and 4 is 5. So now that I know that the ace and the sun come together, I understand that this letter is going to be a division of something. The A is a division. And one of the reasons I say it is because I can split it down here and make it to the left and make it to the right. That's why I call it the dividing sun. I also call it that way is because it's right here in the dead center. CEA, the two worlds of AE come together between the bookends of 44. The bookends of 44, two different worlds come together, 1 and 5, right? But when this one world comes in, you have to understand that it comes in, right, over here. See that one? Comes in over here. This 5 is what is going to be 4, right? And 1 coming together, right? AD, like after the death before the Christ. That's where we're going to get to A, B, C, D. Inside 1 and 5 is 432 hertz, and this is our Earth vibration. It is also coming from the, I'm going to explain the ABC theory and the dividing sun. The dividing sun, remember, right? It's a dividing sun. Where does this split over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Let me see the 9, 8, 7, 6. This is a hard to design. I didn't finish it yet, and I wanted to show you how I'm obligated because of 36, right? Anyways, I'm going to have to keep this on the side. I shouldn't have brought it up right now. It's incomplete. So what I'm going to show you now is the A, B equals to C. A, B, C equals to 6. And A, B, C, D equals to 10. B, C, D equals to 9. A, C, D equals to 8. And A, B, D equals to 7. So you now have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to do it like this. A is 1. The reverse of this is going to be I9. I9. B, 2. The reverse of this is going to be H8. H8. When we get C3, and the reverse of this is G7. And then what we're going to get is D4, and the reverse of that is F6. The only one we're not going to touch is the 5 position, A, E, and I over here. Right, so now we're going to go back to the ABC. Our basic creation is A, B, C, and D. This equals to a total of 10, as it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. Let me fix that pen. I don't even like this pen. I like this pen better. Don't like that pen better. Let me find another pen. Wow, where's my pen? Need a pen. Got a pen. That's not a pen. Need a pen. Oh my God. Wow. Very, very bad. No pen. No good pen. I don't even like this pen. So now we have this over here, right? So what we're going to get to next is our basic A, B, C equals to 6 as 1, 2, 3 equals to 6. When we go D, C, and B, it equals to 9. So what I did here in the first equation, I don't use the D. In the next equation, I don't use the A. When you're bringing after the death together in the rotation of what they call number famous 33. 33. And the reason for this is 3 times 3 is going to be 9. And 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. And our birth into our life is that rotation. Once you add the D into this one, or the A into this one, right, you're both going to get D plus 4 or 9 plus 1. You're going to get your 2 different 10s. This one cannot be done on a cube. What happens with this one? They're both 10s. This is the one center, right? You see that one center? The 91 is the word spirit. It's okay because there's 13 cards in the deck in a suit of cards, right? 7 by 13 is 91. So that means when I add up 1 through 13, it's going to equal to 91, which gives me a 7 average. Now the ironic thing is 1 and 3 equals to 4, and that 7 and 4, right, will give me the cycle of our moon and the same numeric value for energy. Oh, by the way, this name over here is also the same numeric value, and they both come from the house of Venus, right? But in the cycle of alpha. The cycle of alpha is because the cycle we run is this cycle of alpha in Venus. Venus is here, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And inside of it is where the one alpha runs its house. That one lives inside of here. That's where the one is. It owns the entirety of everything around it, all 8, either 1, 7, 9, and 3, or 2, 4, 6, and 8. It's 2 systems. You see the way the O goes in here, and to connect this one, you create the X, your XO, all divided by the 9 lives. Notice the way it goes 1, 4, 7, 3, 3, 2, 5, 8, 3, 3, and 3, 6, 9, 3, 3. Did you know that there's 7 months of 31 days and 4 months of 30 days and 1 month of 28 days for 3 years? It's a 3-year cycle with a 1-year cycle. Just like taking and making a little pyramid here, right? You see they make the pyramid here, but to connect all the bottom parts of these pens, I need a platform. So my 3 sides become 4 sides and become complete. Because 3 is perfect, right? 3 in its own is perfect. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I know I jump and I talk about a lot of things. So I want to show you that when we do 3 here, it stops on 6 or 60 seconds on the clock. Or it stops here, but we don't have 90 seconds on the clock. The difference between these two is 1.5. I relate just about everything to this, also to the game of blackjack. That in the game of blackjack, when you get a blackjack, also to note that your ace is 11. This is your base creation. It also works with 120 degrees. Why? It's 3 times 120 to make 360, and not what is 4 times 90 to make 360. There's going to be a separation in this. This is blue and on ice because hockey has 3 periods to where football and basketball have quarters, right? We also talked about the 1.5 in blackjack because the payout in blackjack is either 3-2 or 1.5 times the wager. 2 will equal into 3, and 4 will equal into 6, and 6 will equal into 9. This is what happens. It just so happens that the word MAR is number 32, which is the ram or Bélier, the first zodiac sign. It just so happens that Mars is number 51. That within 5 and 1 is that 432 Earth vibration. So we can see how ABC 6, add on the D, it becomes 9. What happens between the two is that B and C connect together, and sometimes they like to say before the Christ or after the death, but we can see before the Christ they're connected together right over here. The difference is 1.5. When you get a blackjack where ace is 11, right? You get 1.5 times the wager, which connects you to the ram, connects you also to Mar. When you look at Mar, we also have to look at the multiple ways of the S. In the English language, the S is known to be multiples, right? There's more than. It's also talking about the number 5 or the letter E. It's designed like the letter E, and if I had to write it out on square paper, it would look... Sorry, did I write that properly? Let me think of that again. Yes, not the E. The 5 looks like the E. The 5th letter is the 5. The S looks like the 5 for that reason. Also, 5 can get a value of 3. And the reason for that is if I was looking at this as hours and saying 1.5 hours, I'd be looking at 30 minutes. So I have to keep jumping between full, right? And part-time, there's different times. There's different times, right? So let me see if we can get this over here. We spoke about this entirety over here. Um, I even go a little bit too fast for myself sometimes. I'm going to get warm up some water. I'm going to get something to drink in the kitchen. I'm going to look at any of the comments that are up there. I'm going to go back over what we did with the ABC to try and see if everybody can understand ABC and why it's a divided sun. I'm just going to say that the star system math that I was taught or that I learned or maybe that I made up out of my head while being a child of the Creator, living in the conscious womb of the universe. Remember what the word universe means. Sometimes we think of it as being as one, but if we looked at Rubik's Cube, the universal joint, right, would be turning 3 ways or 3 ways to a cube that has 6 sides, to where it has 8 corners and 12 in the middle, right over here. 4 on the top, 4 on the side, and then 4 on the bottom. That's a total of 12. The universal joint spins 6 different sides. So the universal side is connected to a cube that has 3 reverse sides spinning 6, occupying area position of 18 parts of the 26 parts of Rubik's Cube, and the one area it occupies being the universal joint of Rubik's Cube. To where in Rubik's Cube, all the corners, which are noted to be 1, 3, 7, and 9, all have 3 colors. Multiply them by 3, darts. All the centers have 2 colors. Multiply them by 2, darts. That in darts, the center hole over here would be the red hole in darts. And there's 20 areas in darts, adding up to a total of 210. The moon connection and 210, or the 21 dots of this cube. 210 or 21 6 being the universal joint of 6, equaling to that moon. The moon diameter is 2160. I don't always have to use the 20, the 40, the 60, or the 80 because they're already included. They're already included. When we speak in French, we say 60 and 80 differently. Not because just of the numbers, the style of the way the words and the numbers that are put together between 60 and 80 are completely different. They're in two different dimensions between them. They're split up. It's broken down differently. 60 comes as a whole, where 80 is broken up into 4 parts. 80 is 420. Yeah, 420. Time, heaven, creation, THC. I like to look at that, the place we get taught by 11. Think of this. 11 is 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 equals to 3. Your base creation is 11. Now our birth is 9 of 11 of 2 systems coming together. Remind me of what it is. I will be back in 2 minutes. Although there's only 2 people over here. Who created us? Are you still here? Now, you know what? I don't know who created us. I do know that I'm putting together a story through all the truths that we share in this world, that we see this as the one die in the life that we die. We separate from one die. We come into this world as multiple dies. How many are there? I do not know. I do know that this is one die, and if I wanted to put more dies around it, I would have to put 26 around this. If I put 26 around this, right, 26 times 21 equals 2, I will have 546 more dots plus 21 equals 2. I will have 567 dots, 666 average. The 5 and 7, that is electric company. That is the moon. It is both feminine and masculine. It is the numbers 12 and 13 because of their mathematics. I cannot explain to you in 2 seconds what I've been doing for 20 years. The same thing, but I can tell you is about this floor. So when I come back, I'm going to explain to you the floor if you'd like to know a little bit about that floor. So I'm going to warm up my tea, and I'm going to put this camera down for 2 seconds. I'm going to let you stare at the floor, go to the bathroom, gather your questions that you might want to ask me. Let me see if this is okay. Yeah, if you need to ask me any questions, just go ahead, and I'm going to be here. Right now we're 2. It says there's 26 likes, so keep tapping that like button. We're 2 people watching right now. Well, now it shows 1 person, but that's okay. It might just be me. I'll be back in a minute. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm going to make my camera a little bit bigger and see if I can show you around this floor for a second. Let me see if I can get my pointer stick and my glasses so I can see the camera at the same time. Here's a good pointer stick, right? Let me put on my glasses. Let me just show you this. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see all the way out here. Here's 36 numbers. Until they start to show repetitiveness, I must create this one here and this one to show this part here. By creating the third one, 108, I will show the inside difference over here. Only when I get to the fourth one will I show 1 and 2 flowers, right? So you see the 2 flowers here, right? So now I'm going to show you these 4, right? So this is what's going on. I create my first one, A, my second one, B, my third one, my fourth one, and you have to keep creating this for the mirror before they recreate themselves. If you notice over here, right, the reason for this and how I connected them is they're red, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and then 12. And then over here where the Y shows up, it's number 14, 1 and 4, 5, and here where the X is, number 23, 2 and 3, 5. This keeps telling me, this X keeps telling me about Mars. X is also Roman numeral 10, A, B, C, D, bringing the 2 systems together. This here is 1, 1, 1. The total of this area, where this cube is what connects the first 18 numbers with the second 18 numbers. These octagons that you see over here is what connects 72 numbers together. And in order to create this replica over here, I must create 72, 108, and then to close it off, 144. And then I'll create 180 degrees. And you have to keep going on because we have to continue to the formation that we were taught in this world, right? We were taught a truth. And the truth we were taught, I believe, boy. Oh, is that it? The camera came back? So, hold on. Hold on. I don't know what happened to my camera. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Something happened to my camera. Okay, I don't know what happened to my camera. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me try and fix this. Okay, I can't get my camera working. So let me try and fix this. Post, play together, host, tools, data. Wow, what's going on? Yeah, I got a little bit of just hang in there, visual problem. So I like to know, is my screen being overlaid by anybody else? Just how do I do this? How come, what do I do with my camera? I'm not very happy that this happened. Co-host, multi-guest, play together, live goal, poll and gift. I can do can I do multi-guest? What is that? Introduction, man. Yeah, I'm going to do a multi-guest, not now until I get this camera working. So how would I do that? Let's give me a second to figure out the cameras. Give me a second. Pop in, pop out, audio mixer, sound effects, enhance with effects makeup. Oh, okay, I see the camera. Okay, I see. Okay. I see. Wow, why isn't it working? Wow, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna end it and restart it again because I'm gonna have to start over again. I don't know. I have no video signal. Audio mixer and settings. Hold on a second. Audio mixer and settings. Display capture. Let me see this here. Okay. Okay, let me get this over here. Oh my God. Let me see what this is. Video quality, automatic, latency, upload log, done. Advanced audio settings. Hello, hello. Wow, I'm my image. What's happening with my image? Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Okay.